Hello, my name is Mark and these are my Dice Tales, and this is a hobby update just to let you know where I've been. So I know you're waiting for Lion Rampant's campaign game number 2. Now the reason that I've delayed that is at the end of the last video I was worried about spacing and basing. So with the power of 3D printing, which is sort of above us there, I've got to rebuild my models again, but I've made them in 10mm. So last game was 15mm. And these are actually like the normal size that they come in without you having to rescale. From Forest Dragon, I've got the Chaos Despoilers, and my High Elves I've changed to Bretonnians because I thought if I could start going more Lion Rampantly historical, the Bretonnians look quite medieval and historical, so having lots of them printed out would be quite good. So that's what I'm working on. I have mostly painted the 2 original armies. And then before I got to the game table, I realised that I can't really be taking my heavy cavalry into the next game because of that little campaign rule that they've got. So I needed to print out and paint a few more foot units, whether I'm going to go with archers or heavy infantry or something like that. I think I remember I couldn't take elites or something like that. So that was one thing that's distracted me. The other thing is actually modelling in ZBrush. So I've been on a website called Udemy where you can download video tutorials from other people. They often cost about 50 to 60 quid, but if you catch them on a sale, which I do, you can get them, I don't know if it's $4.99, $5.99, something like that. And this is magic, this is wonderful. So hopefully, I don't know, inspire you all, that's what the videos are about. He had a tutorial on how to make a very basics, your first sort of lessons in ZBrush. So bringing on a cube or bringing on a sphere, pushing it and prodding it with the mouse. And this is a combat dummy. So it's like a wooden cross with a sack full of straw, with a sword bolted to it and a helmet and a shield. And I'm really impressed that I sculpted that myself, and I then printed it. That's like, I think I'm living in Star Wars universe with the replicator. I've gone on to sort of other tutorials as well to try and hone my skills, trying to sculpt things myself. So I've got an alien on the go, I've got a table, a well, a wall. It's getting frustrating. It's that learning curve. You've got to push yourself through it, but really enjoying it. It is taking up a lot of my time, so when I could be gaming, I'm sort of learning that new skill instead. When I got frustrated with making a wall, I sort of wanted to get back to basics, and I started making another 3D town. This is your traditional foam stuff. Needs a wash, needs dry brush. Very quick, rough and ready. They're not individual bricks here. This is just the foam, then scratched in the brickwork with a pencil, just pushing it into the foam. And I think this will work for 15mm. Intended for 10mm actually. There are a couple of models, 15mm and 10mm models on the board here. But that was a very quick project, and I've learned things. I think it's sort of knowing that construction, when things will place together and work well. So these sort of fit in those grooves nicely, and then the next sort of tower I build, I'll make sure it can fit in those grooves and things like that. And I was really impressed how quickly that came together. So that's Frostgrave. I thought, I've not got a snowy map, I've got desert, I've got green, I've got water. Let's try some Frostgrave and keep it Frostgravey and snowy. So that's what I'm working on there. So 10mm Viking Lion Rampant, 10 or 15mm Frostgrave on the way. I have been playing War Master in real life. I played with a 2,000 point undead army that I've printed and fully painted army. And I'm working on a High Elf army and a Bretonnian army as well. I have also used some models in Fantastic Battles, another game. I find this is very similar. Saying that's the wrong thing. Similar to Dragon and Lion Rampant, but a bit more mass battling and a bit more thicker bases. So I've got a sort of example bases here. See if this works. So Lion Rampant, Vikings in the Sun. When I've gone down to 10mm, because I don't want to move 10 individual 1cm models. Warmaster uses 2x4 bases, so you have 2 strips of 6 of 5 men, and they go on one base here, and you have 3 of those to form a unit. So I thought a similar thing with Dragon Rampant. You can print the Forest Dragon models as individuals. so they look a bit more skirmishy. So I've got 5 men on the first base. The second base I've cut into 2, so I've got 3 men on a 2x2 and 2 men on a 2x2, and then 2 stragglers on a sort of 1 centimetre, so they can still sort of muddle around and look skirmishy and not be sort of all regular like this War Master unit here. And there's less spaces to move around, and I can take off models. I can take off 1 model, I can take off 2 models, 3 models, and sort of rearrange. So I've still got that feeling of the unit dwindling and still looking skirmishy, without having to use a dice for hit points. Now, Fantastic Battles does use dice for hit points, and they use a 4x4 square, so that's 2 War Master bases together, and they would look something like that. So I've got War Master here, my Dragon Rampant here, and Fantastic Battles. So using a 2x4 sort of system, I can either go rank and file or a bit more skirmishy, and that would work for a variety of games. So three games I've mentioned there. And individuals, 10 mils, they would possibly work on Frostgrave. So that's my thought process. That's what I've been working on. And I think that's it for a hobby update. So I'm hoping I'm very close to Lion Rampant Game 2, Vikings in the Sun. I'm not too sure if that terrain will quite do it. I do need some sort of shrine in the centre of the table, so I'm going to maybe mock that up soon. Bit more paint, some models, and they'll be ready to go. And yeah, see you soon. So sorry for being away for so long. Life has been very chaotic, and it's going to get even more chaotic in the near future. Anyway, that's it. That's Max Dice Sales, ZBrush sculpting, 10 milling, Frostgraving, Fantastic Battles, War Master, Vikings in the Sun. Ta-da! See you very soon. Thank you for watching, and hopefully let's try and get back to doing battle reports. See you soon. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.